Welcome to High Oracle's Reiki Spiritual Healing Channel. And I did a good thing when I went and bought 8 of these white t-shirts, because it's pretty hot out here. It's like 70, 80 degrees. And so I'm in here with the air on because, every time I get into that heat, I start sneezing or coughing on here with you guys. So, I did good. I feel pretty good. And I wanted to, share my download with you guys, my vision. And I really thank all of you for your support. We're growing, and we're growing in different ways. We're growing on different channels. I thank all of you who support me and follow me on all of my platforms. So the vision that I had is, a lot of us were never supposed to be able to move away from those spiritual narcissists, from those dysfunctional families. They wanted to keep us there around them. They were siphoning our energy. We were never supposed to know that our energy was being siphoned. We were never supposed to leave. We were supposed to be, on our lives slowly. We were supposed to be slowly driven mad. We were supposed to be crazy, so that these people could receive the benefits of our health, our longevity, of our mental capacity, our strength, our blessings. So we were never supposed to leave those spiritual narcissists and the dysfunctional family who had given you over into a sacrifice with their deity, with their God. Okay? And a lot of you who have been in these spiritual covens in these churches, a lot of you do not understand that you were never supposed to leave those places. You were never supposed to survive, that congregation and that minister. They were supposed to make you feel like that you were nothing, so that they could take over your finances, they could take over your life. Okay? So this is the vision that I was getting earlier, in through the week, and I had another flash of, people trying to take your life without you knowing it. Sending the evil eye behind your back, looking at you strange, and you're wondering, why is this person looking at me with an evil look? And they're trying to attach those spirits to you, because they feel that you have broken out of their strongholds. They know that, if they are unable to sacrifice you, the penalty is severe. Okay? So this is why you were never supposed to leave those families. You were supposed to, have mental blockages. And I can tell some of you, again, when I look at some of you, and, I just want to say, I know that you're under spiritual attack because it's manifesting in your face. The spiritual attack has been upon you, siphoning your mental capacity. They have been sending psychic attacks upon you, and it's manifesting in the way that you look. It's manifesting as sickness in your face, with your skin. Okay? So this is how we are able to use our awareness in order to shield ourselves, in order to block ourselves from these types of attacks from these spiritual narcissists in our family. You were never supposed to leave those places that you were born at. You were never supposed to leave that house, that city. You were never supposed to survive these attacks. And so God has given you, the universe has given you the information, the knowledge that you need. God has sent the angels to defend you, to shield you from that black magic that they were sending to your mind, that black matter. And we have been able to remove a lot of those spells and break a lot of the curses that they have been sending upon us. But you must understand that they are obsessed, so they still try to reattach these types of negative frequencies. They try to reattach and come through certain portals that they think that they can. They try to cross your boundaries on purpose. Okay, so this is why we must continue to, address these types of issues, these types of attacks, until, they feel themselves subdued, that higher spirit has returned to them, that they can no longer oppress you, and you no longer feel that oppressive spirit coming from those types of people in your family. A lot of us are aware of these types of people now, and this is all that I saw, in this vision, that these people, were trying to lay tricks on your bed. They were trying to lay tricks on your shoes. They were trying to lay tricks, while you were away at work or wherever. If you were going to an appointment, I'm not sure, but you wasn't there, and they were trying to do things that you would have to step into, or lay on, in order to bind you to them, and to enslave you to them. These people are malevolent. They are, they have some kind of, evil demonic entity that is attached to them, that is not going to leave you alone. Okay? They have become psychotic, and they will harm you because they cannot have your energy. They cannot compete with you. They cannot take your place, and they cannot unalive you. So God has given us that protection. And again, I hope that you caught my live, so that, if you have been one of those persons who have been attacked in this way, who have been set up on by your dysfunctional family, by spiritual narcissists, in order to bind you to them, in order to enslave you to them, in order to control you, those psychic attacks to make you believe that you're sick, so you will be up under them. If you are one of these persons that I'm talking about, the first thing that I want you to do is go back and look at my live and get the oils that I have for you guys on that live for this week. Anoint yourself with those oils. Stop those frequencies that stop the injustice in your life. There are 2 oils that I gave you, and I want you to make sure that you're hitting the like button when you go back and watch it, okay? All right? I want you to get those oils, reach out to me, so that we can anoint you and stop these frequencies from sending the evil eye, the psychic attacks up on you, the black matter. It's for a lot of you. I have been cleansing a lot of the black matter out of your stomach, where, a lot of you are just so bloated, and it's that black matter is holding that sickness inside of you. I have been running that negative energy out of your gut, out of your stomach. Some of that negative energy is connected to your back, on your spine, on that left side. We've been running that black matter, that gas out of your system that's holding that negative energy. And a lot of you has sent me pictures, and letting me know that it was, all negative energy. It was all yellow mucus. It was, you had parasites inside of you. Okay? All right. And I thank all of you who have supported me, who are supporting me, and who want to cleanse this negative energy. This is the missing piece. This is the missing piece. This is why you were never supposed to know about those covens in your family. You were never supposed to know about those secret societies in your family. You were never supposed to know about those people that were in your community you were going to church with, and they were in a coven in the church. Okay? that negative energy, that food that you were eating in that church, that food that you were eating from these narcissists at family functions, at celebrations, it needs to be cleansed out of you. It is a lot of what's causing these binding frequencies that they've tried to bind you to them by making you sick. It is a lot of the psychic attacks that have been upon your mind that's causing the mental health problems in your life. Okay, that has to be cleansed. You will not get this in your spiritual spaces. You will not get this from your churches, your masjids, the synagogues. You will not get this type of information, because if they heal you, then you're going to cleanse them out of your life. You're going to see them for who they are. You're going to be able to move away from them, and they need to be able to set up on you, and take control of your life. A lot of you will never leave home, will never leave the place that you were brought up in, because they have tied you in this way. They have tied you to them. They have tied you and enslaved you to them. They have given you the mental challenges and made you believe that there is something wrong with you, when in fact they have sent the black matter inside of your body. They have sent the black matter to your feet to stagnate you, to send disaster upon you. And you have to understand that when I'm teaching you how to remove this negative energy, how to remove these attacks from you, you have to resist the devil. You have to resist Satan. Okay? You have a role to play. You have, a role to play of shielding yourself from these types of attacks. And this is why I have been getting this vision, because a lot of you have just been letting it go on over in your life, that this is just the way it's going to be. I guarantee you, and I challenge you, if you cleanse yourself one time with high oracles and start breaking that frequency, it's going to stop those attacks up on your mind. It's going to stop that negative energy that has been, floating around you, surrounding you most of your life. Okay, and then you can make your decision on whether, what we're saying is true or false. What the Holy Books has given us is true or false. But I know that you are understanding that everything that God has given the prophets, everything that he has wrote in his holy books in order to cleanse us from the negative energy, God has told us the truth. He has given us the truth, and we are able to stand on those cleaning rituals and methods, whatever book you choose to go to in the Semitic faith. So this is what I have been telling you. This is the vision that I've had, that these people were meant to siphon your energy until you were unalive. I have been seeing them, creeping around, giving you the evil eye, sending negative attacks behind your backs, speaking ill on you, using malevolent attacks, your bed, attacking your bed, attacking your feet, attacking you as soon as you get into the house. You feel an oppressive spirit. You're going to have to cleanse these persons, and you will not be able to cleanse them from the holy spaces. You will not be able to go to your churches or your synagogues, because they are in alignment with not telling the truth. Okay? They are in alignment with the entity. You will only find some people that will say, you need to go and see a spiritual healer, a Reiki. You need to go because that is beyond me. You will only find some people that will tell you this. This is the person that I use. When I'm having these visions about you guys, I want you to go to my live and get the oils that I have given you on my live and anoint yourself and stop those frequencies, those attacks from your family and these covens of witches, these secret societies from going forward in your life. And that's what I have for you today. So please reach out to me and book your consultations at www.highoracle.com. Make sure that you are reaching out to me and booking your life coaching sessions so that I can acclimate a gift to your situation. Donate to me or give it offerings in the description below. Like, share, and subscribe to me over all of my platforms. I am on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I'm here with you guys on YouTube as always. I really appreciate all of you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm High Oracle, Reiki Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.